Ever wonder what gives our language its sense of action, its get up and go? Well, today we're diving into the words that do just that, prepositions of movement. You can think of them as the action heroes of grammar, turning a boring, static sentence into a dynamic story.
All right, let's just get right into it. We are skipping the boring textbook definitions for now and dropping you straight into the middle of a high-speed chase. So you might want to buckle up.
And there's our suspect. He's weaving through the city, and right now he's going along the bike lane, just following its path right down the street. Whoa, okay, he's pulling off the road, and now he's driving on the sidewalk. The police are right on his tail, closing in.
This is getting really dangerous. The suspect is going straight through the traffic lights, and yep, they're red. He is not stopping for anything.
Where's he going now? He's swerving again. Okay, now he's going up the bus lane, totally fighting against the normal flow of traffic. Oh no, look out, there's a bus coming the other way. And when we say the other way, it just means it's moving in the complete opposite direction. Our driver is heading for a serious showdown here.
And it's all over. The car screeches to a halt. The police are right there, right behind him. They got him. Wow, what a chase.
All right, everyone, catch your breath. That was pretty intense. Now, let's go back and break down the grammar that was powering all of that action. So think back to that chase for a second. We saw the words along, on, through, and up. What do all those bold words have in common? Every single one was describing movement, right? From one place to another. And that's exactly what these are, prepositions of movement. They show us the direction of motion. They don't tell us where something is right now. They tell us where something is going. And that right there is the key distinction. It's what brings a story to life.
So you can think of this as your personal toolkit for describing any kind of motion. This visual dictionary lays out all the essentials. You've got up the stairs and down the hill, into a room and out of a tunnel. You can walk across a road or over a bridge. See? Each one paints a really precise picture of the journey.
Now, some of these prepositions can be a little tricky, because they seem so similar. So let's crack the code on a couple of the pairs that people mix up all the time. First up, we've got across versus through. Think of it like this. Across is for flat, two-dimensional surfaces, like walking across a street or running across a field. But through is for three-dimensional spaces, things that kind of surround you, like driving through a forest or walking through a tunnel. Now, this can be confusing, especially since some languages might just use the same word for both. The key is just to remember 2D versus 3D. All right, our next tricky pair contrasts a static location with an action, in versus into. In just describes where you are right now. I am in the room. It's a fixed position. But into describes the actual movement of entering. I'm going into the room. It's so easy to mix them up because they look almost the same. Just remember, location versus action. Okay, enough with the theory. The best way to really get these words to stick is to see them in a practical, everyday situation. So let's try giving some directions around the city. So imagine a tourist stops and asks you how to get to the park. Look at how these prepositions create a perfect little map in their head. You'd say something like, first, walk along Main Street for about 3 blocks. You'll go past all those little shops on your right. Then you'll see these big gates. Go through them. You'll walk into Stanley Park itself, and finally, go over that small footbridge to get to the gardens. See how that works? Each word is a clear visual instruction that guides them, step by step. We've seen these words in a high-speed chase, we've used them to navigate a city, and we've broken down the rules. So now, the final step is for you to make this knowledge your own. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Think about your own route home from work or from school. What 5 prepositions of movement describe that journey for you? Do you walk across a square? Go up a hill? Maybe drive under a bridge? Once you start noticing them, you'll realize these tiny little words are the invisible engines that drive the stories of our daily lives.